Hey, this is Chris Washington, President of Howard University Alumni Association, and I've got a very special guest with me today. He's Nwaji Jibunoh, and he's the president for the Howard University Alumni Club of Lagos, Nigeria. And what makes this so special is this is our first alumni club based on the continent of Africa. So Nwaji, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now you've come a long way, and you go back and forth, but tell us about the Howard presence in Lagos, Nigeria.
Well, it's a significant presence given that we have a lot of alumni that go back way into the 60s. And since we set up this chapter, we've discovered that there's quite a number of individuals that do come, that are graduates of Howard University that exist in the Lagos, Nigeria area doing wonderful things. So we're just trying to get them on board onto the club and just have them registered and pay their dues and be part of the larger Howard family.
Now, I don't want to be cynical, but we're not just talking about folks that are born and raised in Lagos. There are people who are Americans.
The American citizens who have also, taken up jobs as expatriates in Nigeria, working there as well. So it's a huge mix of individuals living in the Lagos area, both Nigerians and African Americans and other parts of Africa as well living in that region. So
getting all those people connected, is it something? Is it? We all have that Bison pride, right? But is that something that just goes to the 100th level when they're over there and they see?
Bison pride is always at 100th level, so you start there. So when we're in Lagos, we just take it from that starting point and we just take it higher. Yeah.
So, and we had a unique situation with students coming in this year from Lagos. Tell us about that. How many students? What's that experience been like as you've been out there recruiting?
Okay, well, one of the focuses of the club was to focus on fundraising for scholarships and then also to recruit as many students as possible. So one of the biggest things that we did was to partner with Education USA out of the U.S. State Department, represented in the U.S. Consulate in Nigeria. And what they did was to give us access to individuals who were looking to study in the United States. And one of the things that we discovered was that majority of individuals coming from that region that want to go to university abroad, specifically in the U.S., Howard University is in their top 5. So once we got exposure to that list of students, one of the things we had to do was turn them and convince them to come to Howard University, and that's why we saw the large turnout of 31 incoming students as a freshman class in 2015-2016.
Now, for those 31 incoming this year, what were some of their concerns? What were some of the things that you had to help them out, being an alum, and to get them, because that's no easy feat, to get from there to Nigeria here. What are some of the things that you...
Well, the most important thing is for a lot of them it was the first time out of the country and also the first time in the United States. So they were just trying to understand the culture at large, things to expect, how intensive their programs were, because majority of them are in the engineering program. So they just wanted to get a better understanding of what the exposures was, culturally as well, what to look out for, and just how best to settle into a new environment. So those are the main things.
And so now that they're here, have you had a chance to talk with them since they've been on campus for a couple of months? And what are some of their stories? What has that been like?
Oh, I've seen a couple of them. So I've been on campus and I've visited them and I've engaged with them, and they're very excited, very happy with the choice. They feel that they're in the right environment. They enjoy the fact that it's very similar and that there are other individuals that they can relate to, and they feel that that has helped with their adjustment process.
So if I'm coming to Nigeria, and so we want to come to Nigeria.
You are coming to Nigeria.
What are some of the things, what are some of the cultural things that any Bison coming to Nigeria, what can they expect coming to Lagos? What's the land? What are we going to do?
Oh man, the one thing that you would expect is just coming to the continent in general is just hospitality. We're open, welcome arms, we love people, come in, we'll embrace you with the culture, and they give you a traditional title, and things of that nature.
Legendary's not good enough. I gotta change
no,
that.
Give you something a lot more specific.
Oh, okay.
Just bring you in and make you feel that you are indeed part of the continent. Obviously, we have a shared history and everything else, so that is a big thing that we focus on in the country as a whole. So coming in and doing that is not a big issue at all.
So, is there anything you want to say? And then how can people find the Howard University Alumni Club of Lagos?
So the best way to reach us out is on Facebook, and that's our most engaging social media aspect. So it's just to reach us out is HUAC Lagos Nigeria on Facebook. Just look for us there. Howard University Alumni Club of Lagos Nigeria. You find us there, send us a direct message or put something up on the page. Get in contact with us directly and we'll reach out to you. And the main goal, as I said before, we want to raise money for the scholarship that we've set up and also try and recruit as many students as possible.
But there you go, straight from Lagos, Nigeria. This is Chris Washington with Nwaji Jibunoh. Jibunoh. He's going to work me through his. He's going to give me that real name and get it done. This is 1867 with HUAA.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris.